Okay, good morning, millionaires. Good morning, millionaires. I hope everybody's feeling good this morning. My name is Haziq Ali, and I'm a revenue acceleration coach. What that means, right, is that I'm here to help you make more money with your business. I'm here to help you go further, faster, with less effort. You could call me somewhat of a mentor from afar. I know a bunch of you I've never met before, and hopefully one day I will, right? But for now, we just gonna hold it down. I'm gonna do everything I can to help. I'm gonna do everything I can to pour mindset, skill set, and heart set into you. I only ask that you do the same thing for those around you. Everybody needs a mentor, just like everybody needs mentees, and then also everybody needs counterparts. So share this with somebody who cares. This is called 6 Keys to Finding Your Perfect Mentor.
You have something special. You have greatness in you. Hello, this is Les Brown, and you're in the right place at the right time.
Facts.
Because we're going to bring the millionaire out of you.
Let's go.
Hold on.
There, please enter your.
All right, we're gonna get this party started. Make sure you share this with somebody. What's up? Rep your
Please
city.
announce yourself.
We want to know what kind of business you have, how you help people. Let them know. This
All
is basically a
participants are
time
muted.
that you can get free promotion right now. We
Entry and
get
exit
to know
tones
all
are
about
off.
your business and how you helping people out here. Plus, I'm a big fan of knowing where my family at. I need to know where I don't have to get no hotel room. You know what I'm saying? I need to know where I can come and get a meal if I'm hungry, a good home cooked meal. We all want to know where our family at. What's up, Shakayla? Yeah, good morning, millionaire. What's up, Yuli? Yuli in the house. What's up? Good morning, millionaire. Yeah. Man, what is a kingdom without health and wealth? Good morning, millionaires. I see the YouTube gang checking in. So yeah, man, if you're joining us on the live line, I was just telling them how, maybe I'm your mentor from afar, maybe I'm somebody who you utilize to help grow your business and pour into you when it's early in the morning. The day barely got started. Ashley checking in. Yeah, Tulsa, Oklahoma, the land of Black Wall Street is checking in. And that's cool, right? But what I want to do is talk to you today about you can find mentors no matter what area of your life you're trying to find a mentor in. This morning we're probably mostly going to focus, as we do every morning, on entrepreneurs and the kind of mentorship that can move your business forward, move your career as an entrepreneur forward. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But as you're writing this stuff in your notes, I want you to recognize that you could also, y'all, use these skills that I'm about to give you, use these insights that I'm about to share with you, use the value I'm about to pour into you to do anything you want. I don't care if you're already a teacher, right? Because what I always say is any teacher, coach, or mentor who doesn't have a teacher, coach, or mentor has lost the right to be a teacher, coach, or mentor. Does that make sense? I don't care who they are. If you don't have somebody who's pouring into you, eventually you're not going to have anything to pour into others. Am I making sense to somebody out there? So what I got for you is 6 keys that you can utilize to go from zero to your perfect mentor. Give some stars, like this thing, comment. Do me a favor, y'all. Go and tell 3 people that we're here and then come back and holler at me. Hakeem, I see you growing out there, cuz. Proud of you, man. Sade, what's up? Hey, do me a favor, Sade. Go tell 3 people about this and then come back and say done. Yeah, let's go. Precious. What's up, Precious? Serial entrepreneur. Precious Dunn is in the house. She's also an Inner Circle member. Long time, Queen. I'm glad you're here this morning. So I'm going to run these down for you, right? This is very important to your career because at the end of the day, man, when you're praying for a resource, when you're praying for an opportunity, when you're praying for a new pathway to become available, believe it or not, a lot of times you're praying for a person. This is why what we say is that if you want to increase your chances of luck, be kind. Be kind. I saw this joint the other day on Instagram that was like, yo, we ain't all in the same boat. How did it go? It's like, we ain't all in the same boat. What it is we are all out here. Hold up. How did the joint go? I'm going to tell you right now. Where did I put that thing? Man, this was a powerful kind of statement and whatnot. You know what? I'll find it and I'll put it in my stories. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, it's Mr. Haziq Ali on Instagram, Mr. Haziq Ali. And if you follow that joint, you've been seeing all kinds of stuff from this weekend when we were out there with the inventor of Love and Hip Hop, Yandy Smith, and just had a ball out there in Chicago. We did this whole Harlem Nights theme joint. You know what I mean? It was like a family reunion, if you could dig it. If you missed it, then you missed it. If you know, you know. But it was real cool talking to Yandy because she was just explaining how the way she grew up in squalor and poverty, like a lot of us, she really, if you were to look at the odds, if you were to look at the math, then she really has no business being where she is, except for two things: God, right? You can never leave that out. And then, of course, mentorship. She broke down how she went a step further from mentorship and she actually got an internship. For a lot of people, internships are the first step to you gaining a mentor because you're out there serving. And what we know, Mariana, is you got to serve before you deserve. Is that a fact, Vanessa? We got to serve before we deserve. Somebody throw that in the comments. Y'all know what's up. We got to serve before you deserve. Wasn't it, Vanessa? That thing was crazy. That thing was crazy, man. We had a ball. Yeah, coach, I sure will. Man, I forgot you was in Chicago, Carvel. Man, that's crazy. I should have brought you out, bro. Matter of fact, let's talk later in the day, man, because you need to be with us anyway. But yeah, we not all in the same boat, y'all. We in the same storm, right? Some people got yachts, some people got canoes, some people just drowning. But the point is, be kind. Help all the people you can. And that is my first key for you when it comes to being a mentor. You got to recognize that everybody needs something. So the first key I got for you is stop caring what other people think. When you start to walk down this mentorship pathway, I remember when I first got in this home-based business industry, I told my mom, I was like, Mom, my mentor is 19, just made 30. And my mama was like, a 19-year-old can't tell me nothing. I was like, well, Mom, he's not my mentor when it comes to marriages or how to find the best, you know what I mean, places to get discounts when you're a senior citizen, or, you know, how to fix a car or how to cook. But I'm going to tell you what he was my mentor in: how to do something that he's already done. He was 19, but he's making like $19,000 a month. His big homie was like 24 and was doing about $26,000 a month, and love him to death to this day. But you know, I won't, no shots, no shade, but it was mind blowing to me because one cat talked with a speech impediment. He could barely get his words out. The other cat, like I say, was 19. He had been working at Chipotle. Not some fast food prodigy opening restaurant. No, he was a guy like, do you want some more guac? And if he had gone from that to making $19,000 a month, I was like, yo, check this out. I can figure it out. I ain't saying I'm better than somebody else, but I know they ain't better than me. You get what I mean? So what do I need? I need somebody to show me the ropes. I need somebody to tell me which spots that I need to go to, which spots I need to avoid. But what I had to do first was stop caring what other people think. Am I making sense? You're going to get a lot of raised eyebrows as you do this atypical kind of thing. Your friends and family are going to be like, why aren't you doing something where you're going to get paid? They're going to doubt you. And then what they're going to do, because you're having conversations with people who you wouldn't trade places with, they're going to make you start doubting yourself. The worst thing that poor people do for you is not give you their opinion. It's not give you their values, even though both of those are bad. The worst thing that poor people do is give you their expectations. The best thing that rich people do is not give you their opinions, not give you their values, even though both of those are awesome. The best thing that the wealthy do for you is give you their expectations. You get what I mean? You deserve a chance to do something unique. You deserve a chance to do something different. You've spent a decade and a half following somebody else's agenda. You went to elementary school and you knocked it out. You went through middle school. You went through high school. Some of y'all went through college, but don't get it twisted. It's never too late to get a mentor. But you got to stop caring what other people think. Somebody give me that in the comments. You got to stop caring what other people think. Let's go, Jackie. Let's go, Dr. Marilyn. Let's get it. Somebody go and tell 5 people we here and then come back. Here's the second one, y'all. It's all about communication. It's all about communication. What do we mean by that? It's all about communication, right? You know, the biggest problem with communication, y'all, is the illusion it has taken place. George Dunn said that. The biggest problem in communication is the illusion it has taken place. It's all about communication. Millionaires, if you're going to find a mentor, you're going to have to learn how to effectively communicate exactly what it is you want to do for them. You got to serve before you deserve. You got to give first and then ask later. And at every point in your communication with this prospective mentor, what you want to be doing is looking for ways to add value. You might want to write this down in your notes, y'all. I've said this for years. The biggest trick the devil ever pulled is making you think that you're an employee when really you should be an apprentice. Huh? This is why I say entrepreneurs ain't always business owners, just like business owners ain't always entrepreneurs, which is why businesses go out of business so quickly. Where am I going with this? What I'm saying to you is that if you are really thinking like an entrepreneur, then when you show up to work today, you're going to be asking your manager, you're going to be asking the owner, how can I make this better? How can I make this area of what we're doing more efficient? How can I make our process more elegant? How can I take some stress off this middle management team? You asking yourself, how can I begin to act as if I have the position that I want? It's all about communication. And as you hear me teach all the time, external communication is called influence. Internal communication is called programming. Millionaires, how are you influencing the world and how are you programming yourself? Now, look, if I'm going for a mentor, maybe I'm going to start off offering dope comments on their social media, right? Maybe I'm going to start off replying to their podcast. Maybe I'm going to let them see that I'm helping to promote their podcast. When you got something to offer, all of a sudden your prospective mentor is going to be a lot more receptive to offering something to you. But the biggest trick the devil ever pulled is making you think you're an employee. Your real job is not to be there for the bill collectors. Your real job is to be there as a skill collector. Gold ain't valuable because it's pretty, y'all. Gold ain't valuable because it's rare. Gold is valuable because it serves. Gold is in all the electronic components. Gold conducts electricity better than anything they've ever found on the planet. That's why gold is valuable. That's why until 1971, gold is money. Matter of fact, many people will tell you gold is the only money. Everything else is credit. But the reason that gold is money, the reason that gold has stood the test of time as a form of currency all over this little ball of dirt we call Earth is because it serves. What are you doing to serve? What are you doing to communicate how you can serve? This is a huge question for you because once you understand you're an apprentice, you realize only way an apprentice can be a good apprentice is either through paying that mentor or through giving service. I don't know how many of y'all remember back in the days that, Knights at the Round Table and the squires and all of that. Yo, the little homie would be walking beside his mentor, the mentor riding on the horse and whatnot, because it was all about service. And then after that squire gained the skill sets he needed, then he could get his own horse. Then he could become a Knight of the Round Table or however it go. That's how you need to picture your career. You know what I'm saying? That's how you got to picture this path you walking. Y'all can dig it? Here's the third one. Get some skills. Skills build self-esteem, y'all. Somebody give me that in the comments. Skills build self-esteem. My man Mark made it in. Skills build self-esteem. Somebody give me that in the comments. I'm going to throw you on the screen. Skills build self-esteem. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So what am I saying? I'm saying if you're going to have something to offer, you need to develop some kind of marketable skill, right? Now, developing a skill don't mean you're an expert right away. Kind of like mentorship. The reason that everybody needs a mentor and a mentee is because at the end of the day, you have to look at it like you really only got to be one chapter ahead of the class. Y'all hear me get this example all the time of this cat from the movie Catch Me If You Can. He's like one of the world's famous, most infamous con artists. I forget the guy's real name, but Leonardo DiCaprio played him. And, he impersonated everything from a professor at BYU to he was an airline pilot. You know what I mean? This is real life, right? And but one time they asked him when the FBI caught up with him, the name is going to come to me what his real name is. But they asked him, yo, we understand how you did this one and how you did this one. But how are you a professor at BYU when you don't know nothing about sociology? And then he broke it down for him. He was like, I would just read one chapter ahead of the class. Think about that. So you have something that you can offer a level 1, even if you're at a level 2. You got me? If you're at a level 7, then you can help the level 6s, the 5s, the 4s, the 3s, and the 2s. But what you got to make sure you do is holler at a level 8. You got to holler at somebody who's on level 9. You got to make sure you got somebody in your life who you would trade places with. And then you got to ask them how they did it. Yo, you got a great marriage. How did you do it? Yo, I love how in shape you are. How did you do it? Yo, you seem really, really are good at communication. How did you do it? Wow, I love this marketing prowess that you're showing. How did you do it? You got to get skills, y'all, because skills build self-esteem. Somebody give it to me in the comments. Skills build self-esteem. Skills build self-esteem. Matter of fact, if you join our email list, you see it scrolling down there at the bottom. Every single week, I give them mindset tips. I give them heart set. You know, mindset is about your attitude. Heart set is about this level of fulfillment you get out of what you're doing. But then there's the skill set, y'all. The skill set. Every week I give you Hazik's technique of the week, right? And you get some kind of skill set you can work on. I only put one in there. That way you got something to work on for the next 7 days. But you got to get skills. Skills build self-esteem. Y'all with me? Yeah. The worst thing that the poor give you is that, there you go. I appreciate that. I'm throwing it on the screen for those that missed it. All right, here's number 4. Here's number 4. Hey, and if y'all quote me, can y'all give me credit? You know, Frank Abagnale. Thank you. That's exactly the con artist name. Frank Abagnale. Somebody knows that con artist. I don't know who that is. All right. All right, that was good. Here's number 4. Everybody with it? This goes without saying. Oh, I'm thankful for you too, Queen. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right, yeah, let's get it. Here's number 4. Work for free. Yandy was telling this whole story about how she was getting so busy for the Gap that they showed up for her at her college graduation, right? And she didn't know why they were there. Turns out they gave her a whole scholarship to Howard University. But she earned that through the blood, sweat, and the tears of being a good mentee. What can you do to work for free for somebody? I mean, the list goes on and on and on. You want to know a billionaire who you don't think of? When I say Warren Buffett, you think billionaire, but check it out. Check it out. You know, Charlie Munger is his intern. Charlie Munger was his mentee, and Charlie Munger is a billionaire as well. Ain't that cold? But Charlie Munger started off, you know, just there learning at the feet of the master. You get what I mean? What can you do to find somebody who's doing it the way you want to do it, the way you always wanted to do it, the way you knew you could do it, and then serve them? Is there anything better than somebody coming up and offering you a useful skill for free? This drastically lowers the barrier to entry, and it gets you in position where you actually have a shot. You actually have a way to impress somebody. And if for you working for free seems too crazy, I just want you to think about it. You've been doing free work for years in school. You ain't care about that. Some of y'all doing all kinds of free work for some job that don't care about you. The boss asks you to stay overtime. You don't complain, right? Because you're getting some sense of fulfillment out of it. But why not make sure before you go all hard that this ladder you climbing is leaning against the right house? Wouldn't it be terrible to look up in years and then you like, man, what I'm doing ain't even what I want to do? Oh man, when I actually boiled it down, I did all of this to make my mama happy, or I did all of this to make my dad happy, or I did all of this to make this preacher happy. You get what I mean? What about you? God has put a calling on your life. You know the one I'm talking about, because when you're doing it, time melts away. Time and space become irrelevant. You find yourself in a zone. You find yourself in the flow. What can you do to find a way to use that and let it make room for you at the top? Like you always hear me say, yeah, your gifts will make room for you at the top, but check it out. It ain't a gift until you give it. And I dare you, take that gift you have and give it to a mentor. Give it to somebody who in exchange can give you a life. Here's the 5th one I got for you out of 6. Y'all with me? Here's number 5. Y'all with me? Here's number 5. Make it easy for them to help you. You ever heard somebody say, help me help you, bro? You know what I mean? You know, work with me, not against me. You ever heard them say stuff like that? Don't approach people saying, you know, now, I always say the 5 words that you need to be thinking whenever you need help for somebody is, how can I help you? Those are the 5 magic words, right? But you don't always have to say them out loud. This is how you make it easy for them. You think that to yourself, and instead of you saying it out loud, which now puts the burden on them to figure out what to do with you, why don't you use your God-given intellect, your God-given creativity, observe what it is they're trying to accomplish, and you figure out something you can do to help them. Make it easy for them, champ. Do your research. Figure out how you specifically can add value to that mentor's life or that mentor's business. And then that's what you pitch to them. But don't pitch it with your mouth. Pitch it with your hands. You got what I'm saying? I think it's Frederick Douglass that said, man, I did a lot of praying on my knees, but my prayers ain't get answered until I prayed with my feet. And of course, he was talking about running away from the plantation. But some of y'all need to run away from yours. You hear me? I don't know if it's editing YouTube videos for them. I don't know if it's sending them content marketing strategies. I don't know if you're creating infographics for them. I don't know if you're making new introductions and edifying them to people that you feel like could help them make this business or make this idea or make this resource really pop. But here's what I know. Price is what you pay. Value is what you get. And once you become valuable to somebody, you're going to become powerful. Somebody give me that in the comments. If you become valuable, you become powerful. If you become valuable, you become powerful. If you don't get nothing else from Millionaire Minded, that's it in its essence. You got to become valuable to become powerful. You got to serve before you deserve. If you understand that, you millionaire minded. You multi-millionaire minded. You 9-figure millionaire minded. You billionaire minded. You get what I mean? But if you want to make $1 billion, you need a solution that can help 1 billion people. Because everybody on the planet would trade $100 to solve a $1,000 problem. Everybody on the planet would trade $1,000 to solve a $10,000 problem. Everybody in the world would trade $10,000 if it solves a $100,000 problem. You get what I mean? All right. Here's the last one I got for you. Number six. Y'all with me? Y'all with me? Number six. Hey, treat people like people. Even the mentor. Don't put them so much on a pedestal that you forget that everybody needs something, man. I remember Bishop Bronner was talking one day about how he was at this, if you guys don't know Bishop Bronner, he's the one from Bronner Brothers Hair Show. If y'all ever saw that Chris Rock joint, Good Hair and all of that, that was his hair show that they were at. His name is Dale Carnegie Bronner. His pops was a entrepreneur, and you could tell he was in a personal development for him to name his son Dale Carnegie Bronner. You know, Dale Carnegie is who wrote How to Win Friends and Influence People. These are clues. Y'all see this? These are clues. All right. So what am I saying? He told this story one time where he's surrounded by all these dignitaries and world leaders. One of them's a billionaire. And the waiter's bringing him, you know, tea and all of that. And his, you know, future mentor, it turned out, they gave him and he noticed that the cup was too hot. So he goes without asking, finds another cup so he can double up the cup. He gives him the cup. The guy is so appreciative that he spends the next hours just pouring into him all kinds of information and ideas that he never could have even paid for. What am I saying? I'm saying you got to treat people like people. You got to treat people like people. Don't treat them like a person that's a means to an end. Don't treat them like a lick. Don't treat them like a come up. Treat that person like somebody you want to create a lasting friendship with. Treat that person like somebody you want to give to, somebody you appreciate, somebody you have gratitude for, because these are the kinds of connections that's going to last the rest of your life. These are the kind of connections that are going to make you feel fulfilled as you climb in this ladder. These are the most valuable and long-lasting pieces of a life that you can imagine. I'm going to tell you something, man. A lot of your life is your relationships, but a lot of your relationships are about what you are giving to it. And this is the last little piece. Millionaires, make sure you maintain a relationship with that mentor even after you've moved on. And also, keep your mentors your mentors. Because what a lot of people do, man, is they get familiar, they get close to the person, and then that starts being a homie. I see it happen all the time in my circle. I let people get close to me, and then they act as though they the one that went from home. it gets weird. All of a sudden they stop like treating you like you the one already solved it. Like I see it happen with my business partner. I'll just take myself out of it. I see it happen with my business partner. Like people be acting like they was a millionaire by you know what I mean, by 23 or whatever, you know what I mean? And then they start treating it like it's the homie and whatnot. That ain't your homie. That's somebody who you are trying to duplicate their processes. Because what we know is if you duplicate the mentality, the character, and the habits of anybody, you'll duplicate their results. So I just suggest that you keep in your mind the reason for the season. I suggest you keep your eyes on the prize. And I suggest you recognize that you're the one that keeps the relationship going. If you need a friend, be a friend. All right. Was that helpful, y'all? Scale of 1 to 10. How helpful was that? Uh-oh. Diane Smith is going in over here in the comments. We may have all come on different ships, but we're in the same boat now. Yeah. In the end, we'll remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. Yeah, I just put that something similar up the other day, Diane. I was like, yo, they ain't your friends till they've defended you in your absence. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, that ain't no boat, that's a storm. That's right. That's right. All right, we getting a lot of 10s. Hey, check it out, man. If you really learned something from this, then share it with somebody, y'all. Make sure somebody else get it. Now it's affirmation time. We about to get to it. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Oh, yeah, this when y'all get weird, right? Y'all like, oh, snap. He trying to make us practice what we preach. Yeah. Yeah, I am. There is power of life and death in the tongue. Call in right now, y'all. There's power of life and death in the tongue. These are the same affirmations I was saying when I was sleeping in my car. You think they ain't feel weird? You know what I mean? Saying, I am now. I'm millionaire. You know, saying it with my stomach. You know what I mean? Putting my back into it while I'm sleeping in my car. You think I ain't feel crazy? You think you feel crazy? All right, let's go. Y'all called in? All right, here we go. Repeat after me. I am so happy and grateful